Hi guys, it's me Samantha. I'm here today with another video. If you are new to my channel, I am a makeup enthusiast and I do a lot of first impressions and makeup reviews for you guys. So today we are going to be doing a first impression with the Huda Beauty Wild Python palette, and this is what she looks like. It is a 9-pan palette and I'm really excited to use this palette. I've already used one of the palettes already and I had such a good first impression that I cannot wait to dive into this palette. So if you want to see me do 2 looks with this palette, continue watching. Before we get into the eyeshadow tutorials, I'm gonna actually swatch the palette. I don't frequently do this on my channel, but I did do this with the previous palette, which was also a Huda Beauty Wild Obsession palette, and I'm kind of intrigued to get into swatching the palettes before I use them. I never used to like to do that, but I felt like it was really helpful the last time with building my look, so we're gonna try it out again. So I'm going to start with this row here in this lime green shade, and I'm going to swatch them on my inner wrist. There's no primer. That was 2 swipes. It is pretty bright, even on my complexion. We're going into the center peach shade here now. It's a little close to my skin tone, but it still shows up. We're going to go into this like coffee brown shade. That one is quite close to my skin tone. I'm going to go over it twice to see if you could even see it right there. It is very close to my skin tone. Now we're going to go into this mint shade here. These shades are mint shades are one of my favorite. Now this is 1 swipe and I think that's pretty good. We're going to go into the center shade, which is embossed, and it's kind of sparkly mint. It's very much a topper shade because it has a like a transparent base to it. Hope you can see that. All right, and then we're going to get into the deep chocolate shade. 1 swipe. That's very pigmented. I do feel like all of these shadows are super creamy when I put my finger in them. So now we're going to go into this shade here, and I think it's a dual chrome because depending on how I look at it, it looks blue, but then it also can look purple. That's definitely a dual chrome. And I don't know if you guys can catch that, the shift where it's blue and then purple. Then the center one, which is a very sparkly lime. And then the last one will be this one, which is like a champagne color. But it does have like a little bit of a lime green. It looks like sparkles, but we'll see how it looks swatched out. So these are the last 2 in all of the shades together. I think too, like if I kind of let my arm rest a little, you can see the shift on that blue purple as well. All right, so let's get into it. The first look I want to do is something, because it has like a lot of neutrals in here, I think what I want to do is like 1 colorful look and then also 1 like more neutral look. So let's start with the colorful one, and I'm gonna go in with this mint green in my crease because I just love a shade like that. I just masked my hair so it looks really nice. It'll be dry before you know it. The pigmentation is very nice. Oh, I'm gonna zoom you in. Sorry, I forgot. I'm a horrible YouTuber. bring it up a little on this side onto my brow bone. That was pretty darn easy. Looks pretty good. Now I think what I want to do is go into the chocolatey chocolate shade and put that in my outer V. When I try to close my eyes without holding it, I can feel it like shake. So, hence me putting my fingers on there. Now that we look like a chocolate mint, I'm gonna go in with the shade that intrigues me the most, this dual chrome shade. I think you can see that. It's like blue and purple. Very cool. I'm gonna put that all over the lid. Now there was a shade like this in the Pat McGrath palette, and it was very like glitter, chunky glitter, and this is pretty much the same color, and I dare to say it's way prettier. Now I know that that could be a look by itself, but I really want to dare myself to use this center shade. Now it's like a teal, but it has some pretty cool glitters in there. Let's see if it actually adds any dimension here. I don't think it did too much on top of that other blue. So I guess we'll just leave it like that. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but we'll move on. I digress. We're gonna use this lime green in the inner corner. That looks really cool. Now I'm going to take the lime green and put that on my lower lash line. That is super dusty. Like, I can see it flying all over near my eye. I took the center shade and I tried to put it there in the tear duct, and it does show up a little. And then the lime green. Sometimes with lime green, it can make my skin almost look like jaundice-ish. But we'll see how it looks like once we put mascara and stuff. Overall, I really love how the lid looks. So yeah, let's do the other side, and then once we have the final look, we'll put some mascara on and I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking. All right, we're gonna work on this side of the canvas, and I think I want to do something really basic and neutral on this side, not so adventurous and colorful, because I want to see like if I could use this on like an everyday work day type of situation, and I think you easily can with all of these neutrals here. So we're gonna go in first with this peach shade. I could use that coffee shade, but I feel like it looks too close to my skin tone, and I want something that stands out a little bit more. Shows up quite nicely. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into that chocolate brown. That gave me some fallout. I don't know if you can see right there. Let me grab a clean powder brush and just... Okay, it didn't really leave a mess, so that's good. So I'm pretty happy with that for now. And now I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Yeah, it looks champagne, but it definitely has like a lime green vibe on the lid. So it's not as neutral as it looks, but it's still very beautiful. I'm gonna actually be a little adventurous. I'm gonna take that topper shade and try to make it work on this side, on the center, like kind of actually more towards the outer part to blend the brown with that. That looks very good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the same lime green here on the top and use that as my inner corner again. I think this is gonna be it on this side. I don't typically do a lower lash line most of the time, just because my eyes are quite small, as you know, the way they are, and so sometimes when I add too much dimension to the bottom lower lash line, it just really makes my eyes look tiny. Alright guys, here is the final look with the Huda Beauty Wild Python. I wanted to call it Reptile because I'm thinking Mortal Kombat. The Python palette. I have to say it was really easy to use. The mattes went on really pigmented and easily. I loved the shimmers. The only one I felt like could have been a little bit of a dud was this one, but I think, you know, I was partnering it up initially with the shade which was just a little too close, but when I partnered it up with this one right here on this eye, it really stood out. So I actually think there are no duds in this palette whatsoever. I really enjoyed playing with it. I have fun. I felt inspired. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, love you guys. Bye.